U of L really for me was honestly a really pivotal moment in my life and really put me on the trajectory that I am on today. And really a little background on that. So I came into U of L hoping to be a doctor. I was down the pre-med route, and I realized very quickly that I loved helping people, and I think that's what attracted me to be wanting to be a doctor. But I realized very quickly that science and chemistry were really just not for me. And that's when I stumbled into, I had an economics, I think it was economics 101 or 201 with Dr. Bahaley. And that honestly, that class changed my trajectory. I was like, wow, I love economics. I love business. I love entrepreneurship. And that set me down the path of where I am today. And so I've switched to an economics major. And through that, ended up finding out about the entrepreneurship minor program. And also my freshman year, I joined a fraternity, Beta Theta Pi. And while in my fraternity, while also going through this transition of not realizing I don't want to do medicine, but I do want to do business, I also met one of the alumni in Beta Theta Pi, Todd Schmiedler. And through our conversations, we built a relationship. And I mentioned to him really in passing one day, I was like, hey, you know, that Cardinal Town, that student housing development that they just announced, like that sounds really cool. Like it was just a PR announcement at that point. And he's like, really? He's like, that excites you? I was like, yeah, I would love to do something like that. And he's like, well, I know the developer. Let me see if I can get an introduction. And so from that introduction, it wasn't just an overnight, you got a job. I had to really prove myself. And I was able to get quite a few people out to his groundbreaking for Cardinal Town. But that's really how I got my foot into the door of realizing I was like, I love real estate. I love development. I love building things. And I love the idea of that you can build something out of nothing. And so that's really how I got my foot in the door, was from my time at U of L. And so it really taught me a lot. And then really from there, I started volunteering with Family Scholar House through Beta Theta Pi and also through Freshman Lead at U of L. And that really taught me, I want to do real estate development, but I want to do it with impact. And I want to do it where we can actually help people like the single parents at Family Scholar House who are trying to, make better or create better opportunity for their family. And that's when I learned all about affordable housing and how you can work in public-private partnerships to partner with the government. And that's really what I found, where I found my passion was at U of L. I found my passion of, building communities up, equitable communities, and with the center point being affordable housing and providing opportunities for affordable housing. And really a lot of that came about from that journey at U of L. And so I eventually, while also at U of L, part of the entrepreneurship minor program, they have you start a business. And at first it was for a class, but we ended up winning a business plan competition. And that's what gave me the confidence I needed to be like, hey guys, like we can do this. Like we can go into real estate development. We can build affordable housing. We were building a modular development company as part of the entrepreneurship program. But really just a culmination of all that, I think, really set me on the course of where we are today, based in Nashville, but we're building throughout the Southeast affordable and workforce housing that is quality, that is well done, where people can be proud of where they call home. And it's amazing work. Like it fills me up every day to know that we can actually have an impact, and I get to do what I love at the same time. And so being able to create lifelong relationships, friends, mentors, and finding my passion, I would say being at U of L, my time at U of L was very, very impactful to where I am today. I have many favorite memories from my time at U of L. I would say maybe two of the most fun or most exciting ones. I was fortunate enough when I was at U of L, we had a great sports run. We went to 2 Final Fours, ended up winning the national championship my senior year, and then also winning the Sugar Bowl. And then just a few years later, Lamar Jackson winning the Heisman Trophy. So it was a great run. Just being able to, like in Atlanta, for the Final Four, being surrounded by all of my best friends, celebrating U of L beating Michigan. That was pretty dang exhilarating. That will always be a memory that we will all be able to look back on fondly. And then also, like I mentioned earlier, us winning our first business plan competition, I think it was the All-Tech business plan competition. It was held in Lexington, and it was part of a class where we came up with our modular development company, where we actually used houseboat manufacturing plants in Somerset, Kentucky. They had laid off 1,100 skilled workers at the time because of the housing market crash in 08 and 09. And so we actually partnered with University of Kentucky's School of Architecture and Design. They had all these plans put together, and we were like, and they just really did it for a class, but they came up with the idea of building modular within the houseboat manufacturing plants to put the people back to work. We're basically building the same rectangular shape as a houseboat. We're just building it on a foundation instead of putting it on water. And so they came up with the idea, and then we said, hey, we love the idea. Can we commercialize it? Can we actually turn this into a business? And they said, yes, of course. So that was our business plan idea, was how can we commercialize and turn this into a successful business of basically building in warehouses, housing units, so we can build them more quickly and more efficiently, more sustainably. And we won that first business plan competition with All-Tech. We went on to compete in multiple other business plan competitions, even actually competing against grad school teams at one point. And that was honestly, like, that gave me so much confidence in myself and what we were doing and the path I was headed on. And it also taught me that I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I knew that I found exactly what I wanted to be doing in real estate and affordable housing, and being able to give back through my work and being able to start and lead and create something from nothing. So that was a pivotal moment for me, but also two of my best memories at U of L. Winning the Emerging Leader Award from U of L is really, honestly, it's very meaningful to me, and I'm really grateful to be recognized for this. And I think really it means a lot to me because of what I was saying earlier. Is, U of L is a really pivotal moment in my life where I figured out who I was. I figured out my passion. I met amazing lifelong friends and mentors that I still keep in touch with today. And I created some amazing memories there. And also that helped me, set me on the trajectory that I am on today, being able to have impact, being able to grow a company. We're now up to 8 people, and we're about to close on multiple affordable developments this year, and have closed on many impact-driven communities where we're creating long-term affordability. And honestly, I don't know if I ever would have figured that out or gotten into that had it not been for the opportunities that arose at U of L. So I'm very grateful to be recognized as the Emerging Leader Alumni Award for U of L because of the amazing experience I had while I was at U of L.